CSGO brings a major update to its beloved map. Call of Duty Vanguard brings massive changes and Batman Arkham Knight gets a definitive edition. Hey, what's up guys, welcome on in once again to top gaming news of this very week. My name is GaminMadness and we're going to discuss about some of the news including CSGO, Call of Duty, Batman and more. Stick around to see more. CSGO just had one of its biggest updates to the most go-to map of all time, Dust 2. Valve did bring a lot of updates to the game, but this particular one was the most significant. The visibility of terrorists have been completely removed from the spawn point, looking down on CT as they move to the B side. It's not only the visibility for the terrorists that has been removed, but also CT, as no one from the CT side will be able to take out anyone from the terrorist side by looking at that particular spawn point. Taking a look at before and after, it definitely shows how this is a huge change since this changes all the strategies and the playstyles for the game. Of course, with that you have to change your playstyle for a lot of people who are, very much used to, spawning and just immediately as the round starts, sniping. And killing people like me all the time when I'm in city and not able to kill anyone when I'm in terrorist. That's why I don't play CSGO. CSGO also brings Operation Riptide that has overhauled mission challenges that are unlocked in a weekly fashion, which rewards you stars that you can use to buy weapon skins and new avatars. The new skins include CT Frog Men from the Seals and more. This operation adds a new way to play competitive matches with 5v5 matches with 16 rounds, where the first team getting the 9 wins wins the whole game. According to Valve, in general, this match would go around 25 minutes. More gameplay changes were added, such as the ability to drop grenades so that your teammate can pick that up. Why was that not there before? CT's favorite gun, M4A1S, now does more body damage, whereas Deagle has been nerfed down to do a little bit less body damage. Also, double Berettas are now a bit cheaper. And the last thing added to the game is the riot shield, and don't worry, this will only be available in the casual hostage mode maps and not in competitive. So yes, the gameplay changes for M4A1 and Deagle especially are very good. I think it needed to be. Not so sure about M4A1, but I believe Deagle's nerf was actually a good one. Obviously, the most notable and the most important change is Dust 2's change of scenery. What are your guys' thoughts about CSGO's massive update? Do you think it's going to change the game mode in Dust 2 completely? Let me know in the comments below. Call of Duty Vanguard open beta ended last week and there were some complaints about the game, with the number one complaint being the game isn't interesting. Well, apart from the general feedback, people had a lot of issues with the lens flare of the sun in the game. Out of all the issues you could have in the game, the one thing that keeps Earth alive is making an issue. Man, global warming has gone this far? In a thank you post by Sledgehammer Games, they mentioned about the fixes on the game, such as turning the spawns to avoid creating murder kitchen scenario, where you will spawn in front of the kitchen just to get slaughtered by everybody. Also nerfing the sun. The game also removed Dognados. Now what the hell is Dognados? Well, this is what Dognados is. This isn't the first time Call of Duty had issues like this. Back when Verdansk 84 arrived, there was way too much lens flare, which was then updated and removed. If we talk about the game itself, Vanguard's multiplayer is just like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019. There's nothing new added to the game other than new weapons and maybe new sound, one new game mode, and the ability to have more players. Overall, the multiplayer game is fun, but it's something that I don't want to invest my money onto because I already have Modern Warfare 2019. So why invest in Vanguard when their multiplayer gives me the same exact feel with Premi 1 new game mode? What are your guys' thoughts about Call of Duty Vanguard so far? Let me know in the comments down below. Call of Duty Vanguard is going to launch on November 5th, but we know that we're gonna play something else. According to someone in Reddit, Warner Bros. Games is planning to launch Batman Arkham Knight Definitive Edition, which is to be announced in DC Fandom, which is happening next month. According to the user, the game will be a PC launch only and developed by Warner Bros. Games and not Rocksteady Studios, who originally developed Batman Arkham Knight. The engine is upgraded from Unreal Engine 3 to 4, along with the addition of RTX and some visual fixes. The owners of the original game will have to pay $5 extra to get the Definitive Edition. More new suits to be added in the game, and the ability to play as DLC characters in the free roam has also been added. A cut challenge from 2015 is restored named $1 Million Mayhem, where you play as Joker trying to damage tanks with a special Batmobile and also damage the environment and rack up as much money as you can in the damages. Yep, if you want to be a Joker, destroy the environment. Few challenges from Arkham City, Arkham Asylum and Arkham Origins will be brought back, including 100 to 1, where you will have 100 enemies to fight against. Now this definitive edition idea seems fine, but I would really appreciate to have yet another Batman game. How about a DLC for Batman Arkham Knight? I think that would be interesting to me than having the Arkham Knight Definitive Edition. However, apart from that, Batman Gotham Knights is definitely coming, so I believe in DC fandom we might get to know more about Gotham Knights, which is developed by Warner Bros. Games themselves. So I'm excited to see what and how this game is going to be whenever it comes out. Machine Games, who are the developers of Wolfenstein games, which have been really popular. They're also working on their next project of Indiana Jones. But apparently it looks like they are also working on a new, unannounced project. According to the LinkedIn profile of Timo Kivi Kangas, he shared on the site that he is the lead designer of this unannounced project from Machine Games. There is no other info about this other than that particular post, so it could very well be yet another Wolfenstein game. But since the studio is working on Indiana Jones, which is a completely new project, completely new IP, maybe this new project could be entirely different. Although Timo just posted this in his LinkedIn profile, so we don't know whether this project has started or not. Machine Games had a great success with Wolfenstein series except Wolfenstein the Youngblood, where they changed the formula a little bit by leveling up the enemies, so the players had to grind to be able to give damage, which saw some negative reviews about the game. So far, unfortunately, there is no news and no info about this apparently unannounced project that Machine Games is working on. If it is true, maybe in the coming months we will get to know more about it. And if it's very fresh, I think it's gonna take maybe by the end of 2022 to know about the game. Even though all the Wolfenstein games are amazing, I still love the classic Wolfenstein. Have you played that game? That was my very first video game of all time and I still love it. The blood coming on my face? My god, why did my uncle give me that game to play as a child? Blood right in the screen. That's a child's game. Well, with that being said, this was the episode of Top Gaming News. Hope you guys enjoyed this, got some information out of this, and if you did, leave a like, subscribe to watch more videos such as reviews, game news every single week, and more. And if you have missed out on some of the news, you can actually check out right after this.